My name is David O'Hare. I've been working here at Climb Time for a little over 5 years. I've been climbing consistently for almost 7 years.
So how did you get into it?
Well, my first experience was at a climbing gym in Boston, and I went to visit my friend up there, and he had just gotten into climbing, and he showed me the gym that he went to. And at the time, I was an avid skateboarder, and I was getting injured constantly, and he introduced that to me, and I got hooked as soon as I got on the wall. So V0 is going to be the easiest to climb on. You can wrap your hands around each one of those holds. So every black route that you see, there's a bottom V and a top V of that same color, and you just kind of follow the associated colors all the way to the top. Mm-hmm. The next level after that is going to be any other solid color. Mm-hmm. So that will range from V1 to V3.
So can you boulder anywhere in here?
Anywhere, yes.
Okay.
So the striped routes, or like 2 colors of tape, those are much harder than solids, and those are going to be V4 to V6.
Okay.
And any color that you see little dots on, like that thin black and those orange dots, those are going to be the hardest ones in the house. So that's going to be V7, potentially all the way to V10.
Is V10 the hardest?
The hardest in the world that's ever been climbed is V17.
Okay. Are there any, do you have to be in shape or fit to be rock climbing?
To start off, no. The more you climb, the better you get. That's the best way to get better at rock climbing.
Okay.
It forces you to use a lot of your body, mainly mental, but at the beginning it's very physical for new climbers.
Right.
As long as you have the mentality of coming back and keep trying it,
Right.
you get better and better at that. There will be plateaus that you experience throughout your climbing career where you just don't progress, and that's where that training aspect comes into play. So you train and train and train to get up just a little bit higher in your progression. But most climbers, when they first start out, they're all about, I just need to make it to the top of the wall. Yeah, and to be safe about it.
That would be just like us. The word.
So what should people wear, like when you bring everybody in, what should they wear to come?
So I get that question a lot. I personally like to be in athletic shorts and a t-shirt. That's enough for me to feel comfortable. I know certain climbers who wear jeans and a polo top. You know, as long as you are able to basically lift your knee up to your chest, you should be pretty much okay.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't climb with belts or rings on your hands. If you have long hair and you're belaying, you definitely want to pull the hair back so that it doesn't get caught in the belay device.
What about shoes?
Shoes, we also rent out shoes.
Okay.
So your normal tennis shoes that you wear do not have a lot of rubber around the front of your toes. And that's where you're going to be pushing on the most. So you want to have that thick rubber to be able to step on those little foot chips to get grip on it.
Okay.
Your normal tennis shoe will flex back and it'll slip off those little footholds that you really want to be stepping on.
Okay.
So my recommendation is, if it's your first time climbing, if you want to use your shoes and you don't feel comfortable using rental shoes, by all means do whatever feels comfortable to you. But my thought is, if you really want to feel what it's like to stick your foot onto something really small and then make that move, it's very satisfying.
Top roping.
Okay, so see how the rope is slung over the very top chains? So that means that you have to have a belayer, a person who assists you as you're ascending and descending, and to manage the ropes for you. And so the climber, obviously having all the fun, they're going to climb all the way up to the top. And so if they let go, or if they fall, or if they need to take a rest, your belayer is going to have tension on you at all times.
Right.
So what they'll do is they'll climb up. When they get to the top, they stop. There's communication lingo that we use to announce that we are finished and we're ready to let go of the rocks. And your belayer will lower you back down. It's back almost to upside down.
Wow.
And it's fun too because it challenges that mental aspect of climbing to be able to make it to the top without getting scared, you know, and committing to each move.
Right.
This wall is our 60 wall, so this is way more overhung, but it's not very long. So very short moves on steep walls. So we try and put as many routes on here to accommodate for any style of climber.